What is up, guys and gals? It's me, Thomas Fan01 here, and today we're going to be taking a look at something that I mean, you might have seen it around, you probably saw it around, but I mean, it never really picked up anywhere until recently. You couldn't really, nobody really wanted to buy it until recently, but that's only because you can now find this at Ross. So today we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers Buzzworthy Bumblebee Studio Series number 95. N.E.S.T Bonecrusher. Now, this is a play on the whole concept of the N.E.S.T category, and I think it's nice. I think it's a great addition to the Buzzworthy line, but I don't think I don't think this was worth the time to choose. However, it's not a bad looking figure. So, I mean, with the whole announcements of Masterpiece, Bonecrusher, doing whatever, I figured we'd do a Bonecrusher. It might not be the Bonecrusher everybody wants, and it might not be the Bonecrusher that everybody's gonna, get for Christmas. Might not be the, the Bonecrusher everybody wants for Christmas, but this is what's gonna be under the tree. So, yeah. Anywho, this is the N.E.S.T Bonecrusher. Basically just a whole play on the idea of, well, what would happen if, and I can kind of get the idea where they came for this. I mean, it is a military vehicle, so I mean, it's not like, it's not like there's anything wrong with this design. I mean, not to mention, if you didn't get the '07 design of Barricade, this would be your only chance to get it now. Unless you want to be paying aftermarket prices from scalpers, to which I don't think anybody wants to. So, I can't remember what this thing was called, but all I know is I had a 5th grade teacher. You know exactly. You may or may not know who you are if you sub to this channel or not. But there was a 5th grade teacher that was in our elementary school. He actually got to drive one of these things. This piece here, the claw attachment, it is not a real piece that goes along with it, but the actual military vehicle, they did, he did tell us that he did get to drive these once before. So, anywho, now that you've seen it in vehicle mode, let's get into some scale comparisons. That's right, scale comparisons time. And here he is next to Studio Series Rise of the Beast Mirage. Just to get a good sense of what it looks like with a, brand spanking new figure, I guess you could say. So, here he is with his, actually, with the next one in the line, exactly the next one in the line, Studio Series N.E.S.T Ratchet. And we will get a look at these two in, robot mode. I do not have the N.E.S.T Bumblebee anymore. That's why I brought in Rise of the Beast Mirage, because the N.E.S.T Bumblebee unfortunately sold. So yeah. But anywho, here he is next to Age of Extinction Studio Series Galvatron, which is once again a beautiful mold. I just happen to have it lying around, so why not show some love to the Galvatron fans? Which you will be able to meet him at TFCon LA this year, and I will, guess what? Surprise, peeps, I'm going to TFCon LA, where you will be able to meet the voice of Galvatron, just let you know. And, G1 Megatron by vice versa, so. Now that we've taken a look at the scale comparisons, let's get him into robot mode. So, to do that, you basically are going to want to bring this around like so, rotate this up like that, and kind of just bring it up and do that. Basically, you could have just done what I had done earlier with it, but you don't need to worry about that. So, to start things off, we're going to come to this back section, and we're going to untab this here. There's a tab port right there, and that basically tabs the legs in and everything of the nature. So then you can just take it and you can totally just lift it like that. So once you've lifted it just enough to separate the whole thing, then you're going to come to this front section, and you're going to just kind of accordion it out like that. Then you're going to bring these leg pieces to the side. Take the tires that are on the sides here, and you're just going to bring them all the way out and around like so. Do the same thing on the other side, and there you have that. So then you're going to take them at the thigh piece, and you're going to rotate them all the way around. Then you're going to take, let's do the same thing on the other side. Rotate that all the way around, straighten out the legs, take this back section piece here, bring it all the way back like so, and that will just in turn bring this little foot nubbin piece out like so. Do the same thing on the other side, take it, do that, And then come to the inside, and there are these pieces on the inside that you're going to want to fillet outwards, so that way they look like that. And there we go. Now I got the legs all done. I prefer to get the legs done first because it just makes my life a little easier. So now you're going to split the arms, bring them all the way down like so. And then this is where things are going to get a little fun. You're going to bring the forearm piece down like this. Then this is where things get weird. You're going to come to this panel here. You're going to lift it up, bring it all the way up like that, and you're going to fold it in. And then you're going to bring this hinge up, rotate it at the shoulder piece, and bring it down, and then rotate the arm inward like so. So that way it looks like this. That's the way you want it looking. So do the same thing on the other side. Take this up, close this up, bring this around, rotate it, extend the arm, rotate that again. So, and we're coming down to the final wire here. Then you're going to bring this whole top section and bring it up like so. And remember, we brought this whole thing. We're going to push this all the way back. We're going to bring it all the way to the top like this. Okay, my apologies. You're supposed to rotate this all the way down. And then you're going to close up the arms. Make sure they all look like that. Bring the arm section down. Rotate again once again. Then make sure this whole back panel piece is flush. You want it to sit all the way back here. You don't want it to mingle with all the other parts in the back here. So make sure this piece, it's supposed to accordion down. I don't know why it's not accordion. It's not showing. It's not going down. Okay. It's supposed to come down like so. And then, yeah. Then you're going to collapse the ab section inward, fold down this crotch piece, make sure the legs are all straightened out. Then you're going to take, this is frustrating. This piece here is a nightmare to deal with, but if you can do it right, you can get it all sitting properly. But for the look, bring it all the way, bring this piece all the way like so. Going to bring this all the way down. You're going to make sure it's rotated like so. Then you're going to take the fork piece, going to split it like so. Then you're going to bring this whole piece and section it up. And then you're going to bring the claw piece, bring it all the way down like this. Once again, and then rotate little fork pieces around like this. Angle them however you choose. Make sure everything is all nice and straightened out. Make sure that the hands are nice and decently filleted, I guess. And there you have N.E.S.T Bonecrusher in his robot mode. And this is a beautiful looking robot mode. Okay, if this was not a typical Bonecrusher, and this was not named Bonecrusher, I would totally think this is a different character. Totally would think it is. However, this character, specifically the N.E.S.T version of this character, like this one is on the packaging, reminds me of the 2007 Jungle Mission Barricade, where this was green, and instead of the tan version that you could have gotten with the original 07 release, you got a green version, and it came with a tan fork. And if you didn't, basically that was the secondary version that you got if you couldn't get the original or get your hands on the first one. So, and also with this piece here, mine tends to have a problem with rotating around and staying put. So you want the small little, how should we call it, pins. You want these small pins facing you forward, not the larger ones. So there you go. But there you have Bonecrusher, and I gotta say once again, beautiful figure, like I said earlier, and Jungle Mission Barricade. So now that you see him in Robo mode, we are going to get him into some scale comparisons. Yes, we're gonna get the bitch into some scale comparisons. So here he is next to long ass legs. Here he is next to the old war hero, the old N.E.S.T war hero. And once again, with these N.E.S.T characters, they're knocking it out of the park with the paintwork on them at the very least. You know, they look like military vehicles. They definitely feel like they look like military vehicles. And finally, here he is next to the Holy Chest. So now, if I'm to rank this on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm gonna rank this thing somewhere in the ballpark of, like I said, I didn't say what I would rank this at any given point, but if I were to rank this, I would probably rank this somewhere in the ballpark of around a 7. Repaints, like I say, have a very particular disdain. However, I never fiddled with the 07 version of this mold. Or not the 07 version. I didn't fiddle with the 2007 paint job of this mold. So I think this is a good one to get if you don't have the 2007 version, because you're definitely not going to get this again. And you definitely ain't going to get it again at the price that you can go get it for currently right now at Ross, Dress for Less. However, this was brought to me by our wonderful sponsor for today, Planet Toys, a world built by collectors. But, like I said, 7 out of 10. Doesn't do anything, but at the very same time does everything. So, anyways, this is Thomas One saying, don't forget to check out our sponsor today, as I said previously, Planet Toys, a world built by collectors, where you can get any Transformers needs, any Transformers for your Transformers needs this holiday. And if you use the code NOEL23, you can get 25% off of your entire order. That's right. It's gonna be nuts. So, anywho, this is Thomas One saying, don't forget to subscribe for more content, don't forget to leave a like on this video, and don't forget to check out OptiNation Reviews, Beastman Reviews, Riveted Reviews, Jordy's Rail Videos, Patrick with the Y, Bravely GG, iStar552, and Take Along Productions, as I know they all do some amazing work, and I know they all are having some really cool things, and if you haven't checked it out, check out OptiNation's masterpiece Bonecrusher review. I will leave a link to that down below, so where you can check it out. And this is Thomas One saying, do not forget to keep playing with your toys. Goodbye.